This for the lovers and the losers. I mean, I really didn't want to, but I got to go back in my bag. I spoke to Brother Mel today, and he talked about his kid and his wife. Something about the simple life, but I can't hear it because it's not so simple. I guess I'm selling wolf tickets with the tears of a crocodile, but I'm so sincere. I'm the awkward combo of Biggie's nasty lyrical potent and Drake's sing-songy love woe. Similarities aside, my mind lives next door to Marvin's room, and I could hear the bed hitting the wall as the next nigga fucks my face. Gonna let that marinate though.
It's deformalities.com. And that was Pete that you just heard spin his little poetry. Pete is back on the show. How you doing, Pete? How's
yes,
everything?
indeed. I am fantastic. For those of you that don't know, the last time I was here, I was talking about photography, but I really talk about everything. I do a little poetry. I do a little writing. I do a little pictures. I do a little acting a fool. I'm a complete person. So on my Twitter, you really won't see a lot of talk about photos. It's usually about life, emotions, some ratchetness, and then some photos.
What kind of ratchetness?
Well, he was... Can I tell him what he was doing before?
Sure.
Yeah.
He was like rating porn stars just now.
Oh, yeah. We can talk about that. So what had happened was we ended up getting a conversation about porn stars, and I was telling him that I'm kind of a porn star enthusiast, mostly black porn. I don't really like them too glammed up. I remember my friends in my job would say, oh, they look kind of ratchet. And I'm like, yeah, because you guys look at Jenna Jameson, somebody you don't have a chance with. I'd rather look at porn stars that I might actually run into at the airport and have a chance with.
Oh, yeah.
So I used to rate porn about 10 years ago for Excalibur Films. Hate to give them a plug, but I'm just saying they sell DVDs and you could just like do ratings of the stuff online. They would pay me and then send me free DVDs of whatever I wanted to pick. Nice. So it was awesome. I know all about the old school booty talks and that era of like 95 to probably the end of last decade. This new crop of girls, they're cool and everything, but porn doesn't pay like it used to. So the better performers are not even really in it anymore. So
that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah.
But I do know about that. I know about that. I like ladies. Ladies are nice to look like.
And I know you guys are hearing that voice. So LenAyeee,
what's good,
is back.
Yeah,
he's
back. On a hiatus. She was wild.
He wasn't here the first time I was here.
Nah,
it's
you never
upsetting,
met Pete,
actually.
right?
Yeah. Never. Nah.
He was gone. Where'd you go?
I went to Mexico. I drove down south to like southwest Mexico.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
From New York, from Connecticut to Mexico.
Wild.
He drove from Connecticut.
Wait a minute.
To
so the last time I was here, that was the day he left, probably. Oh wait, they told me some crazy shit.
You wasn't. He was at Bonnaroo.
Oh yeah, I was in Tennessee back then. Yeah.
No, I was here way before that, and he was like,
Bonnaroo?
"Yeah, he went to Philly because he just said he had to go to Philly." And
that was Cram.
That was
Cram. Did that.
Yeah.
Oh,
so you did meet him?
Nah,
no,
I never met you. Nah,
never met LenAyeee.
I met the muscular dude that was here.
Cram.
That was Cram.
That's Cram.
I met Cram. Cram was here, and Cody was here.
Cram's at the bar getting a burger right now.
Okay.
He's not even here. He'll be here later, pretty sure.
Yeah, so LenAyeee, you did some bullshit last time. It's all good though.
Yeah, he did some bullshit. He was on his shit.
Yeah.
But Deformalities is in effect. LenAyeee is here.
Yeah.
How was Mexico?
That shit was beyond crazy.
Your car broke down. What the fuck happened?
It was Ivan's car. Ivan's like moving down there, so I came with him on the trip. So like we're going down south, we're hitting like all these little spots, chilled in New Orleans. The day after we leave New Orleans, 60 miles deep into Louisiana, differentials break down on the whip. I'm like stuck in the middle of the desert.
So
he has, like, a Jeep
did you take
Wrangler.
Photos?
Hell yeah, I got mad photos.
Good.
Yeah, but did you see the thing? He's supposed to be posting a blog journey of what he's doing.
I have all the photos.
When?
I'll put it up. Watch.
Did you do drugs and alcohol?
Smoked, drinked. Nothing serious. I don't
smoke
go heavy
cigarettes.
Nah, not really. No
Hit
right. So there was a drug,
Twitter.
One drug,
bud, of course,
and lots of alcohol.
Yeah,
good, good, very good.
Hit LenAyeee on Twitter.
Dude.
Make sure he fucking writes this post to the Mexico journey.
I got you.
So how'd you guys get back? You got back.
I flew
on the
back.
road?
He's still down there. He lives down there now. He's going to school and shit.
No, but how'd you get to Mexico? Because you broke down in Louisiana.
Yeah. So car broke down. We literally broke down like a mile away from a Jeep like mechanic. So we were like blessed with that.
Wow.
Took it to him. He fixed it for like $1,500. he was like, don't break in the car too fast. Like, you got to drive slow. Don't do too many miles. We had to be to West Mexico in 36 hours.
Don't do too many miles, huh?
Yeah, so
How's
we're
that
like,
gonna work?
fuck that,
Louisiana to
flew down,
Mexico.
whatever. So, like, we got down there, the same shit happened again.
Wow.
But since, like, money is
In
so,
Mexico?
like, powerful to them, like, our currency,
Right.
it only costs $200 to get the car fixed down there.
Y'all should have
As a-
pushed that shit across the
I'm
border when I was
saying.
in Louisiana. Yeah, okay, you just told me to Mexico real quick. I can get this joint fixed for $200.
This dude.
That was crazy, though. Because, like, when we hit the border, you're not supposed to cross the border at night because that's, like, the front lines between the cops and the cartels.
Oh.
So we had
shit.
like barely any time. We were like, fuck it. So we passed the border. 2 seconds into that shit, we got pulled over because the speed limit changes from miles per hour to kilometers.
Yeah.
So he's doing 60 miles per hour and the fucking 60 kilometer, which is like 35 miles per hour. Pulls us over. The guy's like, yo, do you know why we pulled you over in Spanish and shit? We're just like, nah, why? He's like, oh, you're speeding. You're doing 60 on a 60 kilometer. And we were like, fuck. What are we gonna do now?
So what do you do?
The cop goes, oh, so what are we gonna do? Like he said exactly. He said, so what are you gonna do? We were like, I'm not trying to take a ticket. We have like 16 pesos. So you take that? He was like, yeah, I'll take that. We paid the cop off and he let us go. Yo, I've never like seen some shit like that in my
I
life.
love it. He said, what are
Crazy.
you going to do? Basically, yo,
What do you go give me?
I
Yeah.
need something right now.
Crazy, yo. It's so wild down there.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That means that you could buy your way out of a ticket. I'm pretty sure
I'm
the
saying,
cartels
right?
can buy their way out of anything. Yeah.
What else did you do down there?
Partied. I checked out an opera. I saw the art galleries, the museums.
You went to a Mexican opera?
It was Italian. They were doing like some
Italian opera in
Italians
Mexico?
like flew down there for some exhibit. And every Tuesday they were having free shows, so I just happened to catch one of the Tuesdays, and it was
Nice.
fucking dope.
Nice.
They had a male opera singer, and a pianist in the background, just chilling. Sick.
What a nice.
You got pictures of that?
Very nice. I got the videos and everything. Yeah.
Are you
I
gonna
got
post
this.
it on the
Got
site, man?
this. Watch.
I want a full length
Legend.
fucking movie.
Legend.
I have some
legend.
photos I didn't throw up on Instagram that I'm about to put on the site, like a good 30, 40 pictures extra on top of
Okay.
what I put already.
I need a
See
write
that.
up.
Got you.
All right. So what's up, Pete?
Not a whole lot. If you can,
What'd you
well,
do this
yeah,
week?
nah, I'm lying. I'm lying terribly. This week I landed from Atlanta on Monday. I spent the weekend with Steve Harvey and his organization doing the neighborhood awards in Atlanta, Georgia.
Nice.
Wow.
Yes, he has been doing them in Vegas for a better part of 11 years. I think this is the 12th year, and they moved it to Atlanta. And the reception was very, very welcome. It wasn't my first rodeo with Steve Harvey. I did the year before last in Vegas. Last year I couldn't make it, but I did this year, and it was completely awesome. I'm not a big fan of Vegas as a city, so I kind of really passed on it last year. But being that it was in Atlanta this year, I was very happy. The reception from the people was great. And I think I'll probably be at the one next year. Not even probably. I'm definitely going to be there
Nice.
because I like everything it stands for. My camera blesses me with all kinds of opportunities that I never thought that I would ever see when I picked it up.
Wait, so what is the event exactly though? Like,
Well, what it does is it brings attention and empowerment to small neighborhoods. It doesn't necessarily mean black neighborhoods. It's just that his demographic is black.
yeah, of course.
So it could be any neighborhood because there have been white nominees for sure, and they've won. But it just so happens, you know, like I said, with his demo, it focuses on the good in the neighborhood, like the best barbershop, the best car wash, things that people would automatically overlook. But when you look at things like the best barbershop, your barber is like, and a lot of times your advisor. My barber's been cutting my hair since I was 12.
Yeah,
He
hell
actually
yeah.
dated
Yeah.
my sister. He's family. I just came from him today, and I could tell this dude like anything.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So you talk about people that mean a lot to you. It's these personal service brands, and people really care about it. So you got best high school, best principal. It's all about community, and
Nice.
it's something great. It's unfortunate that it's never been televised, but you know they do a web stream. I think he's been making a push to get it on NBC because he has a Steve Harvey show on NBC. but for whatever reason, it's not televised because I guess it doesn't bring in enough money. But I mean, if you make people aware and just put it out there,
it'll get up there eventually.
Yeah. But that's neither here nor there. That's another conversation to have, and I could drown the show in that, but I'm not doing that today. But it's a great event, and I'm really happy to be a part of it.
That sounds dope.
Yeah,
it's like a good local scene.
Yeah. But you know what? Local as it may seem, it's not to talk about your personal life, Mr. Harvey, but you're worth $90 million, so you're doing something right.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he brings people of all races and all types, and we're talking 30, 40,000 people, 1,000 people. And I did the radio telecast last week, Friday, and I woke up at 4:30 because I didn't have to be there until 6. And we're talking a line of people that was about 1,000 deep.
That's crazy.
That never went to sleep. And there were ladies waiting from the day before. We went and brought them food and talked to them, and we got a lot of feedback, and they just love him. And I like what he's doing. I like what he's doing. Yeah, so.
That sounds dope.
Good fun. Good fun.
That's amazing.
Yep. So that was my week.
I wish I was able to do shit like that.
Hell yeah.
No, you can't. We could talk about that off the set.
So, we really have like no show today.
No, we do.
Yeah, we do. We chilling.
I just wanted to talk with LenAyeee. He's the return.
Here's what we're gonna do.
What's up?
That's good.
I just got here. I'm not running the show, guys. But we're gonna talk about LenAyeee.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna talk about the obvious 800-pound gorilla in the room.
Yeah.
Ferguson, Missouri.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about music. We could talk a little bit about each other's weeks, and we could talk about how we can fix Ferguson, Missouri, if you want.
That's cool.
Create a show.
Did y'all hear the Kanye leak?
I didn't hear Kanye. Kanye leak on what? Talk to us about this.
He leaked the. Let me see if I can find this.
He leaked the track off his album.
Well, somebody leaked it. It's called All That, but it sounds
terrible.
Sound
like a cell phone snippet.
Not well. The leak sounds terrible. Yeah. But it's just weird.
You know he carries
it sounds
all
like,
of the masters on him at all times, right?
I understand.
Okay.
But it sounds like somebody leaked it from their phone. Sound like somebody took it from their phone and leaked it. It's called All Day.
But this is the problem. This is why he doesn't let anybody around him do that.
Understand.
Yeah.
Dude, with me being like a trusted guy with a camera, it was completely brand new and awkward because, from the time we met, he never really questioned my intentions or anything like that.
Yeah.
And, I guess you have like a good judge of character, but it's, everybody's looking to make a name for themselves. I hate to say it, but
it's crazy though.
Who was the dude that, what was his name? He's a pretty popular blogger. You know what I'm talking about. Watch the Throne when he brought his phone into the listening.
Hello.
And then he ended up being ratchet. Yes.
D-Dot.
That was D-Dot. He ended up being like completely
Guess
ratchet.
who's here? Guess who's in the building?
Cram is here.
Yes. Cram is
here.
very
Crammer.
late.
Turn me up.
Let me ask you a question.
What's up?
Let me ask you a question. What time were you supposed to be here?
I don't remember.
Please have a seat. Join us.
Busy man.
Join us.
You guys.
I have no chairs for them.
In
You
the
should have
driveway?
told me.
Oh, you got the last one?
Listen, I could stand up, but I'm not.
Nah.
Sorry.
Good money.
Can I sit on the seat?
You can, yeah. Well, you gotta be careful because, yeah.
It's too late.
She ain't gonna
good.
break it.
It's too late. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm here.
So
How was the burger?
How many mics y'all got going on?
How was the burger? 4.
The burgers was
Yeah.
alright.
Yeah. You went down the blocker.
Yeah,
Word.
had to get that. I got 4 mics. 4.
You need to hear yourself? It's fine. You know what you sound
not
like.
necessarily.
All
I'm
right,
just
good. So
saying.
you're not getting headphones.
Yo, Pete, listen, he's getting too comfortable here.
Hey. We done drank Hennessy and everything else here today.
For real?
Yeah, you missed,
You missed
it.
the party.
Damn, y'all had a lot of Henny, huh?
You are asshole.
Not really.
Look, here comes.
So what were you
Chris
talking
with
about,
his shit.
Pete? Can you go
So
back to what you were
D-Dot.
saying?
What I was saying is D-Dot did the leak. We know what happened. Everyone knows what happened. And, it's just really tough because in the same process, you would say he was in the trusted circle and he tried to make a name for himself, but it really wasn't worth it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But what it does is it ruins it for people who have good intentions on being around. You know what I'm saying? So I was never nervous around Kanye, pulling my phone out and all that kind of stuff. my face was familiar. I was with all the right people. They were like, okay, he's good. He's not going to do anything stupid. But you have a number of people that will.
That always.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And for
I can't
what?
find a leak. They took it down.
Right, of course.
What leak are we talking about?
Kanye West.
Something leaked from his album. They have a lawyer. The guy's on the second floor.
He OD shut all that down.
It wasn't even him. There's a guy on the second floor in the Def Jam building that has like a whole team of hackers that go and take everything down.
Oh, speaking of hackers, so this will bring us to the next topic.
Yes, let's talk about it.
Anonymous.
Please.
Did you hear what happened? What Anonymous did just now?
What they do?
This is like news that just happened like an hour ago. Anonymous hacked into the Ferguson police station shit.
What?
Mm-hmm.
And they released the dude who shot Mike Brown.
Yes, yes,
They
bitch.
released
Yes.
his home address and all that shit.
Well, not his address. They just released who he was.
That's crazy.
And then Twitter shut him down.
Anonymous.
They shut their Twitter down.
Cool.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but it's going crazy over there in Ferguson County. They're rioting, looting. They on some revolutionary shit right now.
Well, let me correct Cram today.
Why? What you correcting?
My man. As a in the news kind of guy, you may not know because we didn't get to talk about this yet. One of my more recent projects is that I'm a natural hair photographer and I've been working on something called the Curly Girl Diaries. We might have spoke about it.
Nah.
Okay.
We never spoke about this.
Okay, good. We could talk about it today.
Looking real dapper today.
Thank you. I told you I need to be going to the Rich Medina DJ set tonight.
Last time we seen you was hoodied up with J's on.
Nope.
A fitted cap snapped back.
Nope. But this is how I really dress on a regular day.
Oh.
I look for moms. Continuing.
Right.
So, I was able to in Atlanta this weekend while I was doing the whole Steve Harvey thing, get a partnership. Not really a partnership. Meet one of the early on hair bloggers named Curly Nikki. Mm-hmm. Who was on my short list of people that I needed to connect with and shoot. She is from the St. Louis area. And not only is she from the St. Louis area, she is from Ferguson.
Cool.
So the riots and all that stuff were happening down the block from her. So therefore, let me correct you. There is no looting and there is no rioting today. Do you know why?
Not today. I was talking
There
about.
has been, yeah.
There has been.
They've been looting though?
It's only been 4 or 5 days. It's been going on.
But
so I'm not talking about
I will
today.
give you the stages of what
I did say they
what happened.
have been rioting and looting.
Yeah,
right?
but I don't want to discredit the town because it's not happening today.
They're going crazy.
The absence of the police officers today,
mm-hmm.
suddenly everything is peaceful.
Yeah, that did
So
happen.
was it the people?
That did happen. The police left.
I seen them.
The police
riot
locked
gear.
up journalists yesterday, and they have a big black sore eye on everything that they've been doing. Mm. Now, I'm going to ramble a little bit. So you're going to have to let me.
Go ahead. We got time.
I love President Obama. He got my vote. He beats a Bush. He beats a Romney. I actually tweeted this a little while ago at Fly Life Images. We're not talking about photos. We're talking about everything else. And he's the lesser of two evils. It's great. He's brown. I get it. But this man's on vacation in Martha's Vineyard for the month of August and can make a decision like that on making a strike in Iraq to put us back into war. Hold on.
Necessarily. It doesn't work like that.
Hold on. It doesn't necessarily work like that. He still has to make decisions.
Yeah.
But the same way that you can make a snap decision on sending troops into Iraq, you mean to tell me you couldn't send a National Guard to take over Ferguson, Missouri to make sure? There's obviously a conflict of interest with the police and the people.
The FBI got involved.
The FBI did nothing but an investigation. Eric Holder sent them down to investigate the matter.
Yeah, the matter. They're not gonna contain the city's people. They're not gonna do that.
No. The National Guard is. How could I say?
Well,
it's,
that was. All right, let me.
Go ahead, guy.
The National. I would feel as though the National Guard would come in a sense where there are more mass murders. It's getting really out of hand. Where the police force there
doesn't need murder, dog.
Because look, if the National Guard, that's like calling the army in a sense.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
The National Guard is gonna come there and shut shit down.
They're not going to do it like that. No, they're not.
What are you calling the National Guard for if it's not that serious of a situation?
The National Guard is an interim police force when the actual police can't do their job.
Right.
In Louisiana, when the levees fell.
Can the Ferguson police not do their job?
No.
What?
They're doing
Guys,
it. What are they,
I want to leave the
what are they
show right
supposed to
now,
be
but I'm
doing?
not. They're not doing their job. They were throwing tear gas at the media to get them away from their cameras and then dismantling the equipment.
Well, that was just one day.
That's not their
Let's
job,
talk about from
bro.
the. Let's talk
They're
about
breaking
from the beginning.
They're breaking the law.
Jesus
That's not supposed to do
Christ.
that.
They're controlling riots. If you
There
in a
is no
fucking
riot.
No,
a riot group of people,
Cram.
if you're out, if there's too many people and you need to disperse, whether you're a
What do you think
citizen-
is going on in
Okay,
Ferguson?
or-
Cram, wait,
So the
all right.
police are
Break it
absent today
down.
and it's peaceful.
I don't
So
know what's
what do
going
you-
on
Cram,
today.
break
I
it
didn't
down.
look it up
Cram, break
today.
it down. Break it down. What do you think is going on in Ferguson? What do you think is
I
going on?
haven't read the news today on Ferguson.
I wish
so
we could
I'm
call
out of the
Curly
light.
Nikki right now.
So we're talking about calling National Guard.
Okay.
Yep.
The National Guard covers shit that's going to be at a mass scale. It's something
No.
that's out of hand.
They restore the order and they help people.
Right.
They do.
Has Ferguson lost order?
Yes.
When? You said
Did you
today.
see yesterday?
You said the police are gone and everything's
The
good.
police were pulled back yesterday. Actually, for 36
And why
hours,
did
there
they-
was
why
tear
did they pull the
gassings
police
and
out?
shooting because the police were starting the violence.
The police is the
The
problem.
police were
Cram.
provoking. You can't. I'm talking about who. You don't have the people don't have the authority to pull or send police. The police commissioner, they pulled their troops for the safety of their police officers because
That's what you think.
The night of
Cram, that's what you
listen,
think.
the night of
You
Mike
think
Brown.
the police are in trouble?
This is a good debate.
You're not listening.
I'm
The
listen-
night
I'm
of
listening.
Let him
the
have the
murder,
floor.
the
Let him
night
have
of
the
the
floor.
murder, there were shots fired at the police officers. Did you read that part?
The night of the murder?
The night
Was
of the
it before
murder.
the murder?
This is the night of the murder.
Was it
This is
before the murder?
After the murder.
Oh,
His
okay.
murder. His body is in the street
Okay.
for hours. With, and all the pieces there.
All right. So if
There
you live in
was-
Ferguson and you see an innocent man get killed and one of your mans next to him shoots at the police, are you mad?
I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge.
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a
I
question.
never heard anybody.
Hold on. I didn't ask you if you're running. If you see the whole incident go
My
down,
man's is not going to shoot at the police.
are you going to answer my question? Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, am I going to be mad for my man shooting at the police? Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I
Do
will
you
be.
believe
At that
that
point, the police were right
Wait,
for
wait, wait.
tear gassing
But
everyone
do you
in their
believe?
yard.
Do you believe that somebody shot at the police?
I believe so. Yes, it was said in the news that I read on the
Why-
first
why
day.
do
You believe he also reached for his
You-
weapon? For the cop's weapon also?
Nah, I've seen the testimony of the witness that was with him.
Yep.
So
So,
I don't.
but the
believe
police
he-
also said that he reached for his weapon.
Of course, they say that. I've seen people
Let me
get
see.
But you
their
believe they
ass.
shot
So you
at
believe?
cops, though.
So you're believing the suspect? You believe in the suspect that Mike Brown got shot innocently, but you believe that the police got shot at by another person.
If all right, listen to this hypothetical
Go ahead.
scenario. If we say the county is population of 200,000, Ferguson police station is 50 to 200 cops. Do you know how many people are outside? How many cops did they have? They didn't match the numbers. I'm not gonna leave my men out there to get fucking beat up or
But
whatever the case.
they wasn't fighting back.
It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna leave 50 men to 300 people.
I understand.
It's you're
what saying.
overpowered. So I'm gonna pull my men out. Let the people. How he said they pull the police, and as soon as they pull the police, Ferguson they have normal shit for one day.
Right.
So as far as calling in the National Guard, this shit had to have been going on for weeks.
My man.
You know what I'm saying?
The National Guard needed to intervene to get the police out of there.
Nah, had they needed to, they would have. They didn't need to. I promise you that. If that's the case, if that's the Ferguson County, the state police would have came. There's levels to this shit. You're not gonna jump over all these different
My
levels
man, there was
of.
racial tension in that town years before. The NAACP
Okay, we talking
filed
about
charges on
the
them 6
present right
times.
now. We're not talking
We are
about.
okay, we
before.
talking right. But that has a lot to do with the whole issue. They
That's-
were on camera calling them "you effing animals" and niggers.
I've heard.
So
the
what
clips.
police force are you allowing to govern the town?
They're not governing the town.
So what are they doing?
I don't know. They ain't doing what they're supposed to do. They fucking shooting innocent kids in the middle of the street. But did you hear the backstory? What the commissioner said about why
Am I
the kid
bugging?
was shot?
Why, Cram?
You guys don't have mics back there, but I'm just gonna ask. We got a couple of spectators here.
The story.
Am I bugging?
The story.
You can
was,
nod yes or no.
Sean's not gonna talk.
The story was.
I'm kind of bugging. Am I bugging?
The
Okay.
story was. There was a cigar store. The cigar store that
Yeah,
was
the
burnt
$1
down.
the $1 cigarillo that cost him his life. Yeah.
Right.
Did they find the cigarillo?
Oh God, are you gonna talk like that?
Go ahead, I'm
Pete?
sorry.
You coming at me on my own show, Pete?
I love you, man.
So, the commissioner released the press saying that he was the police were called to the cigar store in which the two people were said to be there. He found them on the way there. He stopped them, and that was the whole. He grabbed for his gun and he tried to, but that was just a bunch of police trying to cover their ass.
Right.
So that was one part of the story. Another story, the guy that was actually walking with him said that the police officer pulled up on the loudspeaker, said, "Get out the street." They stayed in the street, or like
they don't have to get out.
Actually, their words were, "We're about to get on the sidewalk. You're actually blocking us, officer."
Right, something like that. So the officer then kicked the door open,
hit the kid,
trying to hit him.
It bounced and closed.
Okay, so it hit him. The guy immediately. Officer kicked the door.
Infuriated.
Pistol out, drawn.
Yes.
Get down.
Grabbed his neck. Was choking him.
Hands up.
With the gun in the face.
Don't shoot.
Left hand choking. Right hand gun.
Boom. Shot him in the head.
Yes. No.
Shot him in the head.
Wait a minute.
He got shot in the head. When?
He broke free and ran. And while he was crossing the street trying to get away, 2 shots fired.
I thought it was I'm on my knees and they shot him down. That's how
2 shots fired as he was running across the street. Shot twice, drops his knees. Please, I'm not armed. Stop.
So he wasn't shot?
He was shot twice as he was running away, and when he broke free after he was choking him. He's running away, he gets shot twice, drops to his knees. Please don't shoot, I'm unarmed.
Banged him out.
Cop empties the clip.
Yeah.
Walks up, execution.
Damn, every single bullet in the fucking clip?
Yes.
Yeah, they said
11 shots. He had 16. Okay?
That's
so
fucked up.
it was overkill.
10 phones recorded it.
Yeah, all of them confiscated.
Okay.
And that's police gonna do that.
Police
Well,
gonna do
they're
what?
not.
Police
They're
gonna do what?
They're gonna do that. They can't do it. Some states' laws in New York State, you can film the police. In New York State, you can film and record the
Government
police.
law, federal, you can record
Record the
anyone
police.
in a public domain
the
unless you're in a private, like McDonald's yesterday, and McDonald's tells the journalist that they can't record, then they have to shut them off.
Okay.
If you're in the human world,
police
out in the street,
the police are gonna. It might be wrong, but they're gonna do it.
they're going to do it if people don't know their rights.
Yeah.
And those people in Ferguson are disenfranchised and didn't know their rights and hand the phones over. That's
they
what
got-
happened. Then they seized
Or
all the
they-
video from
no,
the
I
stores,
would hand
including
my
the
phone-
cigarello joint.
If you just seen the cop shoot a dude, you gonna hand your fucking phone over. You're
I'm not
gonna
handing
get
nothing
shot.
over. I'm sorry.
You're gonna get
your
shot.
ass
You're
too.
next.
Guess what? Let's
What?
get to it.
This interview doesn't exist.
That's fine.
Pete dead.
That's fine.
Pete, come on, you gotta be
Well,
reasonable.
listen,
I'm not handing my phone over, dog.
back to the
That's crazy.
original.
I'm not handing my phone over. I'm
question.
locking the phone, and if I even see him walking to me, I'm giving it to Day Day, and he's running down the block.
Well, in an
the
instant like
phone
that, I was
giving up
talking
is
about
not
it.
happening.
I was talking about it earlier.
You gotta hold your phone. They can't get shot.
No,
for you.
because you know what?
Look.
me holding the phone, or whatever the case may be, is what brings us all to light. Just like they were throwing the tear gas at the journalists and they were
understand.
arresting the journalists, they don't want people to see what's been happening there because they know what time it is. But the National Guard wasn't needed.
Nah, I don't think the National Guard was needed.
Okay.
Now, back in the earlier years, when
When the
city
same
was-
thing was happening?
Nah, when what city was that when they got crazy? Detroit, was it?
What?
In what year?
It was like the greatest, not the greatest, but the biggest and like the most profound. Like it's more known.
You talking about the protests?
yeah,
Talking about Alabama when King was alive? Water hosing?
yeah, but that's like
Yeah.
more with the segregation, the racism, and all that stuff.
That's still happening now.
It was a time where there was just city was in chaos, and it was going on for months at a time. But whatever the case is,
Yeah.
that was an instant for the National Guard. I don't think the scale of violence they put out
Right.
in the recent days were call for National Guard.
You're my
Because
guy.
Had the National Guard come, more people would have been dead. Because the way them niggas
Nah,
was disrespecting the cops,
National Guard don't
spitting-
shoot like that, man.
How the fuck?
How
you gonna
long
tell-
were they dealing with the disrespect from the cops, though?
I don't know. I didn't watch the whole. I was reading clips or whatever and watching small videos. But the fact that I'm reading and they saying that they were spitting on the cops, throwing rocks, fucking cocktail bombs, getting crazy.
Where you reading this?
I'm all over. It's popping
Whiteamerica.com?
No,
Listen.
Shut the
TMZ.
I'm not gonna dispute you. I'm just gonna say this one thing, and then we
I'm
can
just
go.
gonna
We can
say,
move on.
I watched the news. I watched CNN or MSNBC. They had live coverage of Ferguson when they were throwing tear gas. I did not see black people throwing shit back.
Right.
I did not see black people.
When did you watch the news? How many
yesterday
days? Okay, that's one day, bro. We talking about footage from the day.
I watched the whole time.
The first.
I watched
Look
the
for
whole
footage. I hear you. I hear you. Look,
you don't
that's
understand that what a protest is. They are shooting
I know
at
what the
protesters.
fuck a protest is, bro. What I'm telling you is this: the night
What is a
Michael
protest,
Brown.
Kareem?
I know what a protest is, bro.
You don't, because
You're
if
not
you
gonna
think
go back
people
and
are
forth on
spitting
that.
on the cops, that's not
I'm
a
not
protest.
talking about the protesters. I'm talking about the citizens of Ferguson.
The citizens of Ferguson are
The
protesting.
parents and the
Kareem.
friends and all of those people that were out there the night Michael Brown was still in the street dead. Those people were shooting, spitting, throwing rocks, and all types of shit. Did you see that footage?
What would your reaction be?
I'm just saying that's what they're going to do. That's their people. That's how.
Okay.
That's the community.
It wasn't justified?
But that's what I'm saying. That day, that instant. Not talking about journalists and shit. That came after the fact. The original act that called for no National Guard. The cops were there. People came informed. The riot didn't happen that day. The loot didn't happen that day either. It was the following night. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happened in stages. So what I'm saying is this: the protests happened later. This is today or yesterday. You know what I'm saying? This happened later on. I'm talking about the night of. Michael Brown is still in the street, bleeding out. People are getting crazy.
How long was the body there for?
4 hours. 4 hours.
Yeah.
Can I just say
You know
one
what I'm saying?
thing? One
And
thing.
it's just nothing was being told to the parents.
Hold on.
Nothing was being told to the family members and nothing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's just in the dark. The police are trying to keep everyone back. They're trying to control the whole area of the crime scene.
Yeah.
And the citizens wasn't having it. That's when it got crazy.
Can I?
Shots fired.
Can I
rocks,
just say?
all
Can I say
types of
one
shit.
thing?
Hold on. Go ahead, Pete.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am a guest here, but I will say, and this is a matter of my 100% opinion, which may end up to be factual. I think Cram is a little bit distorted as what the National Guard does.
What does
They're not the army.
They're not
I
the
didn't
army.
say
They're not
they
the army.
were. I didn't say they were.
They're just a step above the police force when the police force is not being obeyed. And in this case, the police force, they're the ones that murdered a man cold in the street and tried to cover it up. So at that point, you have to take the power away from said police force, because you've seen
This is not the first time this has happened.
It's not.
that makes it
A
okay, right?
nigga in Brooklyn just got his shit choked out. Fat nigga.
But
yelling
that's
out. Can't
not
breathe. I can't
okay,
breathe.
bro.
You call the National Guard for that too?
No,
No,
we,
Cram.
did
Young
you see,
man got
those are
arrested and beat
two
up on a train.
completely
He died.
Those are two completely separate situations.
How? Because he was choked out and
Because,
shot
listen,
down. It's two
I
different-
tweeted about that. The guns have been going off, and a lot of minorities have been dying at the hands of police officers. And I said, if you become a cop, you too can do a murder for nothing and not go to jail.
Cops, there's a guy locally in Westchester County, a New Rochelle cop or Yonkers cop, shot these guys in an SUV in Pelham a couple years ago.
Nothing happened.
It's still going on with the trial or whatever. He was drunk, but it wasn't treated as he would if he was a citizen. But they get a lot. They get away with a lot of shit.
Right. But that's the bigger problem.
And
But
I'm
we're
not siding with police. I don't really. Fuck
You just
with
think
cops.
the National Guard shouldn't have been there, and I think they should have.
I don't
But
think.
why?
That's like
So
calling
who should
in
be there, Cram?
the police for. Do you have
What are you
neighboring?
saying?
You
They're
have
the one who
neighboring.
think-
Listen,
They're the one. They're the problem, Cram.
all right, look, Mount Vernon police, right? You have, if the Mount Vernon police can't, you've seen it in Mount Vernon. If Mount Vernon police can't handle it, who they call? State troopers, New York State troopers.
Right.
Okay.
State troopers, then you go, county or whatever the case. You go like up that ladder. That's how you do it. You don't go from
My friend,
the regular city cops and, oh shit, it's getting crazy. Let's get the fucking big dogs and let's
My friend.
air it all out.
my friend,
There's levels to it all.
my friend, there's only 270 police in Ferguson.
I don't know those
That
statistics.
combination of last night was the state police and the local police.
Okay, and that was great.
And they were tear gassing.
Now they couldn't.
So now the state police are
Was
interacting the
situation
same
not
way.
maintained when they was there?
They were tear gassing. State
That's
and
what
local
they're
police were tear
trained
gassing.
to do. When a riot exceeds 5 people, we're gonna tear
Bro, it
gas
wasn't
all
a
this, and they
riot.
gotta just
And the media,
riot,
because the
gathering,
media was
a
pulling
group.
guns. Did you see the Al Jazeera footage? You want to pull it up on YouTube?
Put it on the TV. Do
Put
something.
it on
I
the
don't know.
TV, dogs.
But what I'm
The
saying
Al
is,
Jazeera guys were tear gassed and they took the cameras down. You
they're
missed
gonna-
that today, did you?
I missed all of that. I wasn't even in the house.
Pull it up.
Today. But what I'm saying is, it wasn't that grand of a thing or that many people for National Guard. Had National Guard come there, what would they have done? They would have joined the forces of the police,
No,
right?
they would not. They're impartial.
No, bro.
So what would they do?
They're
Tell
the
me.
Thank you.
National Guard.
They're impartial.
National.
They
come
are
from
to
the
I understand
separate
the word.
everything.
They come from the state,
Right.
Not the
No,
not
they
the
don't come from
city.
they come from the Fed.
Yeah, you sound
Same
crazy
shit.
right now. It's
Same
not the
shit.
same.
They
State and federal is not the
They
same.
come from
What
the
do you
federal.
mean? Federal
the-
could cross state lines, though.
Did you hear what you just said?
What are you
Listen,
saying?
Don't argue
Did
that.
you hear what you just said? The federal and the state is the same thing.
Bro.
You pay state tax, you pay federal tax,
Yeah,
right?
Hennessy, it's
All
fine.
right, it's
Yeah,
different.
Hennessy, it's fine.
So listen,
Yep.
had the National Guard arrived, what are their first actions?
They arrive under the orders of Eric Holder, who's the Attorney General.
Okay.
Okay? They have to be impartial to the situation. Their job is to make sure things become calm. You have to
How do they do that? What's their first step?
they identify the problem.
Okay, the kid was murdered. Problem identified.
My
What-
friend.
With this, that murder incited a
Here's
riot.
what you won't do today.
What's going on?
Talk
I want you
circles
to
around
tell me.
Notice
You're the National Guard.
the
Tell
police
me
were
what
told
happens.
to stand down today,
Okay.
and suddenly things are peaceful.
Because they don't want to see cops. Cops made them niggas tight. They was upset. Every pig
Lenny, what do you
from a
think?
fucking
I think this shit's crazy.
15
I honestly
mile
haven't read
radius
into
set
the
off
topic enough.
set
Graham,
shit
Graham,
off.
let
Lenny's
me
been in
opinion.
Mexico having
Yeah.
He ain't
tamales.
even got no fucking
Tequila
tan.
Lenny's been
shots.
dealing with the
Yeah.
cartel. He doesn't.
He has a tan on his left arm because he
Yeah.
was driving. That's
Yo, you want to
about
hear
it.
something funny though? Like, I was driving, my boy was sleeping. He caught sunburn on his right arm, I caught on my left. That shit was fucking hilarious. Anyways,
What do you think?
yeah,
man?
fucking. I haven't really read into the topic enough to base my opinion on it. I'm
Mhm.
trying to like read both sides of the story first. You know what I'm saying?
A lot less was
Yeah.
done for the situation at home, and I have a large problem with that because they kind of just let's just let it fly and see what happens.
But it's because
But they knew the police force was irresponsible. All of the media is
All
saying
of the
this.
media, yeah, all the media is
Right.
reading the
So I
same
don't
thing.
I don't understand how you're here talking. You're the only
I'm
person.
I'm not siding with anything. I'm voicing my opinion on every aspect of the
Mm-hmm.
situation. I'm not gonna be one sided with it. You're a reporter in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I am.
So you're gonna take that side. It was you. I don't listen.
What do you mean, Cram?
I'm just telling you, I'm not hearing this from hearsay. I'm looking at the news, but I'm actually corresponding with
And
somebody
not
who's
even-
there
not even,
now.
Not even everything that's on the news is factual.
Okay, but I'm talking to somebody that's there now, though.
Okay, but she's more of a reliable source than the news is, right?
Absolutely.
We need
And
to
I'm
call
bringing
her.
that information here.
Was her store robbed?
She
'Cause they
doesn't
was in
have
there
a store. Her
stealing
mother
weed.
lives down the block.
Okay, I'm just saying. they was in
Here
there
we go.
stealing-
All right, let me correct
They
him.
was stealing
Ladies
bundles.
and gentlemen,
I
they
got-
were definitely
there's
stealing
footage- there's
weed.
footage of that.
The businesses that were robbed were not the black-owned businesses that were for everything. They were the Asian businesses and the white businesses and everything else that has discriminated in that community for tons and tons of time.
How you know that?
Because she's there,
And she told
homeboy.
she's everywhere. She's
Look,
a reporter.
Go
too?
to curlynikki.com. She probably wrote a post.
Let me see.
Shameless plug.
Curly.
Nicky.
curlynikki.com. If she didn't put the post up, I'll call her on the phone right now, bruh.
You
Listen.
should. You want to get on the phone?
I don't think she gonna get on the show though.
Why
We
not?
gonna see.
Ask. Why?
We gonna see.
All right, so we'll take a break, and then we'll try to see what's going on. All right, it's D from Alleys, dfromalleys.com.
I got gonna be a shooting. Blind with the work, bitch, I got my toolie. If you try to rob, it's gonna be a shooting. Blind with the work, bitch, I got my toolie. If you try to rob, it's gonna be a shooting. Dread it up, chat it up, your bitch she choosing. When I pull up, it's in something foolish. 30 in the dime, boy, it's looking foolish. Pull it off my side if you acting foolish. Yo bitch from behind, boy, she looking foolish. I hit it from the side, boy, I had to do it. On some foolish shit with a foolish bitch. She sucked my dick off in the foolish wheel. I'm cool with it, I smoke 2 blunts and dip. Cause Star Fox ain't wifing that bitch. Re-up on the work cause I'm foolish. I don't need no job or no schooling. All I need is money and some booty. Play my music loud, why do you? 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 On some foolish shit. On some foolish shit. On some foolish shit. Cause Star Fox ain't wifing that bitch. On some foolish shit, foolish shit. She sucked my dick off in the foolish wheel. I'm cool with it, I smoke 2 blunts and deal. Cause Star Fox ain't wifing that bitch. Why do you? 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 Do you? Re-up on the work cause I'm foolish. I don't need no job or no schooling. All I need is money and some booty. Play my music loud, why do you? Why do you? I'm so foolish, why do you? Why do you? I'm so foolish, why do you? Why do you? I'm so foolish, why do you? Why do you? Why do you? Why do you?
We just getting started, nigga, don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. We just getting started, nigga, don't panic. I remember screenshotting pics of her Insta. Don't panic. We just getting started. Then I took her to Milan, trying to find out what she into. I was just looking for a girl for the winter to practice, baby, make it on them lazy days. And I kept her wet on them rainy days. Then I let her hang over a little too much. And now that we fucked her, can't even blame her on a liquor. Just another cold ass nigga. Couple too many of them couple looking pictures. I make another cold bad bitch run round screaming niggas ain't shit. Cause niggas ain't shit. And I wish I could prove you wrong and wrong. And then maybe
Round 1. Fight!
You motherfuckers are now listening to Clemps on Rips Radio Network.
Man, you crazy. You're listening to Clips on R.I.P Radio Network. You're listening to Clips on R.I.P Radio Network.
Get you some, that's if you want that. That shot look stupid dumb, boy you better flaunt that. I'm saying first they on my porch and used to call back. And they with me now, yeah they with me now. If I could predict my future, I bet 100 million. Pops ain't think we picked that penthouse from hanging out front the building. Getting ahead of that shot town lettering on my letterman, that's my bet now. Cause they with me now, yeah they with me now. Them feels like every day. My night sun same time to sunset. Run to watch a pedal, lyrics now I'm bustin', I ain't done yet. Cop that street chick cause I'm from that. Before I knew the tango had a knot. But watch how I work, I put that on the clock. It wanna get you some, that's if you want that. This shit the anthem, I need 100 flat. I feel like Walter Payton, run that for my city now. And they with me now, and they with me now. Same shit, just a different day. Hold up, the boy back. I'm smoking strong, sweat these boys do no one contact. I feel like Michael Jordan statue in my city now. Cause they with me now, yeah they with me now. and I'm in the now. And it don't take no x-ray to see right through my smile. I know I be on the go, and it ain't no drink out there that can numb my soul. Oh no. And all we wanna do is take the chains off. All we wanna do is break the chains off, man. All we wanna do is be free. All we wanna do is be free. All we wanna do is take the chains off. All we wanna do is break the chains off, man. All we wanna do is break free. All we wanna do is move. Can you tell me why? Every time I step outside, I see my niggas die. Oh, I'm letting you know that it ain't no gun they make that can kill my soul. Oh no. Say, all we wanna do is take the chains off. All we wanna do is take the chains off, man. All we wanna do is be free. All we wanna do is be free. All we wanna do is take the chains off. All we wanna do is break the chains off, man. All we wanna do is be free. All we wanna do is be free.
So now it's like the officer's pulling him inside the car. He's trying to pull away. And at no time the officer said that he was going to do anything until he pulled out his weapon. His weapon was drawn, and he said, "I'll shoot you," or "I'm going to shoot." And in the same moment, the first shot went off. And we looked at him. He was shot, and there was blood coming from him. And we took off running.
Are we all alone, fighting on our own? Please give me a chance. I don't wanna dance. Something's got me down. I will stand my ground. Don't just stand around. Don't just stand around.
As we took off running, I ducked and hid for my life because I was fearing for my life. And I hid by the first car that I saw. My friend, he kept running, and he told me to keep running because he feared for me too. So as he was running, the officer was trying to get out of the car, and once he got out the car, he pursued my friend, but his weapon was drawn. Now, he didn't see any weapon drawn at him or anything like that, us going for no weapon. His weapon was already drawn when he got out the car. He shot again, and once my friend felt that shot, he turned around and he put his hands in the earth, and he started to get down, but the officer still approached with his weapon drawn, and he fired several more shots, and my friend died.
All we wanna do is take the chains off. All we wanna do is break the chains off.
All right, we back. It's D4Malities, D4Malities.com.
Yo.
Pete in the building. LenAyeee is back. Cram's here.
I hate you, black people.
And we couldn't get Curly Nikki on the phone, so
We tried. She's her phone's going to voicemail, guys. But she's on the front lines. Her family is from Ferguson. Her blog has live pictures of stuff that she's really there. Like, no BS. So you can check out her feed. Shameless plug. CurlyNikki.com. CurlyNikki.com. Pretty popular. You may already know her, especially if you're a hair blogger or into the curly hair wave. But she took the time out of talking about hair to report on what's going on at home where she's from, which is Ferguson, Missouri. Importance.
It's going down.
Cram tried to argue with me.
I wasn't trying to argue with you.
He catches an L on this
my
one, guys.
opinion. You know what I'm saying? So, what else is happening in the news?
Beanie Siegel's home.
Yeah.
Let's be hypothetical.
Initially?
He was in for tax evasion, and I think some small possession of Percocet. They got him in with the small possession of the Percocet, and then once they had him under wraps, they hit him with the tax evasion.
Okay, word.
Damn.
How long was he in for?
He's
2-3
been in
years?
for like 4, I think.
4?
But let's speculate a little bit, because the King of Philly seems to be a hot topic in Philly, not in New York. Does Meek do a track with Beanie?
Meek is in jail, though.
He ain't do one with
He's coming out.
Cassidy.
Cassidy's. I love Cass. He's not a factor.
He ain't do one with Cassidy. He didn't work. Who he work with?
But now he has a situation with Gilly. So does Beanie do the track with Gilly, who they known have alliances with, or does he do it with Meek because he needs that bread?
That'll be the approach. It'll have to be a business move from Beanie Siegel, and I don't even think he would go to that extent because Beanie on some gangster shit.
Right.
Meek Mill in jail. He don't want to come home to that, trying to get on. But I'm sure.
No, you want to come home to some money, though. You want to come home to some money, Cram.
Did he work with Young Chris and Freeway?
Yeah, those are all his guys. His last recordings, he did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did.
There's a chance.
He was still, listen, those guys weren't very happy with Jay. He was still Rockefeller. He's still for the town of Philly. So I give him that. He always put on for his city. But now there's a new regime. So now who do you go with? Spado's not in jail for the alleged murder that he did, which I don't think he did. He's out. Gilly's out. I haven't seen Gilly and Spade work together, strangely. And Meek did a track with Spade, so maybe that's why Gilly's not working with him. But the king of Philly and the whole what's going on in Philly and Philly rap is a big topic from people who know.
I see it happening.
Okay,
but I don't think Meek.
Why you don't see it happening?
I see it happening with Meek.
I don't see
Beans needs the bread.
I don't see Meek approaching him though.
I don't see Beans having a problem doing a track with anybody.
I don't think if Meek doesn't approach him, then I don't think Meek is being real with.
He'll pay homage. He's gonna pay homage.
We shall see.
But approaching him about music, I don't think it's gonna be that first.
Are we bugging?
I'm bugging.
He's bugging.
Nobody wants to do a track with Beans.
It's not. That's what I'm saying. Meek is not gonna come at him for that. Meek is not gonna be like, I need Beanie Siegel on this track. It's not gonna be nothing like that. It's gonna be right. And Siegel's been out of the game for how long?
Sean, if you go tell you gotta come over here.
Yeah.
He's talking about Gilly the Kid and all that stuff.
But
I feel like they have two different styles too if they would work together.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? It'll be kind of like one of those iffy tracks that you're just like,
I think Meek is gonna have to slow down when they yell at him. He's actually gonna have to rap.
Mm-hmm. Nah, he did rap regular before. It sounded dope too.
Yeah.
When?
On the Keisha Cole track.
Meek can rhyme. But he developed his own style. So what do we got next?
What y'all think about this Remy Ma? What you think about Remy Ma's return?
I'm so excited about that.
That song with the song she did with Jada, Swiss Beats.
Is that out?
Yeah.
It's out?
You want to hear it?
Oh, I want to hear that. Of course I want to hear it.
Jada Kiss could have came stronger. I didn't really appreciate the
Are we going to play the whole thing? So we can have like a little interim, a fake break? I want to hear the whole song before I even talk about it.
Okay.
I think Jada could have went harder.
Any shots at all? No.
We're taking a fake break.
No shots fired at all?
We're going to find out. Did you hear it, LenAyeee?
No shots fired.
I said
okay, so me and LenAyeee are
Remy's on her humble shit. She's not even coming at nobody.
Bro, did you hear the DJ Khaled, the first track she put out?
That shit was ass.
I hate it.
I didn't like her flow.
It was whack, man.
That shit was.
I think she was just saying.
It's too soon.
Yeah. She needed to do her bar count over again.
Something, because the shit was just awful. But the freestyle she laid down with not the freestyle, the song she put out with Swiss Beats and was dope.
With Swiss Beats
and Jada Kiss. But yeah, that was it. The first one, the freestyle, All
right, let's play this Swiss Beats Remy Ma.
New York fucking City! Oh, goddamn it! Hey, my friend! 1, 2, 1, 2. You know, I'm about my shit. I'm about my clique. I'm about my shit. I'm about my clique. I'm about my shit. I'm about my clique. No hating ass niggas gon' take my shit. No hating ass niggas gon' take my shit.
I'm about my shit. I'm about my clique. I'm about my shit. I'm about my clique. No hating ass bitches gon' take my shit. No hating ass bitches gon' take my shit. Yo, R.I.P, stay fresh, been fly, fully automatic. All these other bitches semi. Y'all pop like soda, ho, I pop like July. These bitches the fake truth. When the fuck y'all gon' realize I'm the uno, single, one and only. You the same old thing, a copy, clone. You boost Verizon, Sprint, T-Mobile, phony. You're not my friend, my kin, my bitch, my homie. No, I don't know you, I don't owe you shit. Like 10,000 in the mall, bitch, I'll blow you quick. See, actually, I practically raised you bitches. I got a wallet in my pocket with your baby bitches.
I'm about my shit. I'm about my clique. I'm about my shit. I'm about my clique. clique. No hating ass niggas gon' take my shit. No hating ass niggas gon' take my shit.
I'm about my shit. I'm about my clique. I'm about my shit. I'm about my clique. No hating ass bitches gon'
That Remy Ma verse was very enjoyable.
Fuck with it.
I think she, like Cram said, is not directing it at anyone.
Nah,
but let's be honest.
She'd be stupid to do that. Nicki, I don't think she.
Nicki's.
That's like on some Little Kim shit. You gonna come out and try to beat?
Yeah, that's kind of weak.
Nah, that's weak.
I feel like all the female rappers are always like dissing each other and shit. It's kind of
no
corny.
reason.
They can't just.
But
like, come
they're
at
not
peace,
even
you know what
doing
I'm
it,
saying?
The same thing with the guys, though. Everybody wants to be the king of New York.
True that.
Nicki got
Nicki
it.
got this shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, Nicki has it on lock. But she's not trying to see Remy in a battle, though.
Think so?
Who the fuck is battling?
Yeah, they're
No
not
one.
battling. No.
No one's gonna do that.
Exactly. No one's gonna battle.
Who you think should be in the next Total Slaughter joint?
I think I really want to involve more brand names. The same way, because if you bring it that mass appeal, you're gonna start getting.
No, I'm
people.
talking about celebrities. Like, yeah,
Right? Yeah. Honestly,
yeah. I want to see Meek and Cass.
No,
That's what I
it's
want.
not. No,
I'd actually like to see Kendrick.
yes, Kendrick
Actually,
Lamar.
Nah,
He was a battle rapper back in the day.
he's
or
not a
nah?
battle rapper.
Kendrick
No,
will.
but he's a
But
lyricist.
Eat somebody's
Absol's
face
talking
off.
about going at Murder Mook if the price is right.
Absol's gonna get his
Absol,
shit
Murder
ripped
Mook.
out.
Absol, like TDE
Mook.
Absol.
Absol, Murder Mook.
I don't think
Bruh.
Absol is ready for
He's
a
not
move.
ready
Nah,
for
hell
Murder
no.
Mook.
Kendrick
Body.
though. Kendrick will paralyze him.
Kendrick does. Can Kendrick battle rap though?
Nah,
Yeah.
I don't think he could. I've never seen anything.
I don't
like
think. I don't think
you've
he puts
never
something
heard
together.
He's
Kendrick's
a writer.
a
He's a
writer.
writer.
Yeah, he not like.
You know what I'm saying?
He's gonna come. He's not
He's
gonna
more
do no
like-
Have
Joe
you heard
Budden
Section
shit.
80, Lenny?
What Section
Of
80? Hell yeah.
course.
But it's
So
more
you
like.
know.
But his work is more of like an entire project as opposed to like freestyling or like battle rap. You know what I'm saying? He's an album rapper.
You know what? I'm a little bit biased.
Yeah.
I've been to the TDE compound and I've hung out with him for a day and take his photo and talk to their whole family.
And you think he could battle rap?
Yes.
I don't think so.
In
I
the
gotta
battle?
see some like
When it's
examples
time.
of that.
I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, behind the scenes, we are looking at fashions online. Fashions done by
HBA Hood by
HBA
Air.
Hood by Air.
Wow.
Some expensive shit.
LenAyeee.
For why?
Since
I
you
don't
haven't been here for a while, what's the must-haves? Have you been checking out?
Must-haves.
Shout
I've
out to
been
the guys over at
slacking. I don't even
HBA.
know, honestly. I've
How-
been so off the radar with the internet and fashion, music, everything.
Sky.
I
Virgil.
need to catch up.
Virgil Abloh.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Hood
though.
by Air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His concepts are so fucking crazy.
But you know what?
Virgil just honestly, you heard his mix, Flat White?
Everything's borrowed.
Yeah.
That shit was pretty hard. I feel like he's branching off from the Ben Trill movement now. He's going to start Flat White. He got Off White. Off White was pretty dope. You saw the Off White collection? That was clean, but it's too expensive. Too expensive. And
I like what Virgil does, but I
Yeah.
kind of stick with what I'm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's all about the hype with him, though.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Sometimes I look at I sound like an old man, but I look at everybody walking around with the HBA stuff, and I was like, dude,
I don't have.
you're only
I've never
wearing
bought
that,
shit
right
ever.
because
Yeah,
somebody
it's like a trending
said
piece.
it could be hot. Now, if you throw something on with some other pieces, then it makes sense. But if you're like, yo, I'm gonna go get this HBA top, and I'm about to get these harem sweats, then it's like, all right, you looking like a robot out here.
Mm-hmm.
So, nah.
So what?
G-Star, huh?
Who y'all looking forward to? This is the last question before we get out of here. Who y'all looking forward to next to come out with some new music or something?
Fabulous.
Yes. Yeah,
Fab?
I'll be seeing Fab in a few weeks, actually.
Well, Fab.
To question him about that.
I think Fab. There's a whole
They said
fight
he,
with
they said
Def
he
Jam
got
kinda
one
thing.
coming out. They said he got something coming out.
Listen, it's a whole thing with Def Jam and artists on Def Jam that don't want to release their albums because they're trying to get out their contracts and go independent. So Fab might be a
It's a
while.
favorable
So may
situation.
Jadakiss
It's a
be a
favorable.
while.
It's a favorable situation for every artist to go independent right now because you can make money.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And if everybody, and I don't know if you guys talked about this, the ploy behind Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre, everybody is like, oh, they want to build a subscription. No, they don't. Jimmy Iovine runs music labels. Dr. Dre runs music labels. iTunes itself is trying to become a label. They know that the indie artists are running right to them looking for distribution deals. So to give away $1 billion just for a subscription service sounds completely asinine. So the hidden, or should I say, the invisible ink was to run iTunes as a record label and start getting these artists comfortable to say, you can come here and release your record because we got Jimmy Iovine at the helm. He works for Apple now. We bought him and all of his factions, so you can come here and get yourself a piece of freedom and your records can come out straight on iTunes.
That makes sense, though.
And I think that's because they're going to be on iTunes anyway.
Right,
Yeah.
because that's what all the distribution is now.
We on iTunes. Follow us.
Facts.
Oh,
We
yeah.
on the...
Yes, indeed. So that's just the next thing that I think is coming out. Who do I want to hear from? Biased. Sean is recording. Big Sean is recording.
Yeah.
I want to hear what
yeah.
he has. Kanye said he's
You
a
heard,
little
you,
bit
heard
more
it, you heard
involved.
the new track with
album.
Maroon 5?
Maroon 5, you said the remix?
Yeah.
You
that's
know what?
pretty
I
dope.
saw it and I skipped past it because I said that's a mass appeal situation. I do want to hear what Aubrey Drake Graham has available for us. And I'm curious as to what's going on with Kendrick. I have not been to
same here.
California to be nosy, but he's been completely dormant right now. And
I know.
you need to know that the calm is coming for this
Yeah,
hurricane.
hell yeah. He's going in right now.
Yeah.
I heard his next album is going to be like very political based, like another Section 80 type album.
Probably is.
Like all about society and
Nobody
like,
wants
rebellion.
parts of him right now.
Cram.
Yeah.
What you looking for out there in the streets?
I was the first one
Fab.
to answer the question.
Fab.
Just Fabulous?
Just
That's it?
Yeah. It's my nigga.
You know who got me right now? Fucking Mace. I want to hear some new Mace. That
Yes.
Supreme remix.
Fuck.
Mason
His
Beffa.
verse on Supreme
Keep
remix is
dreaming.
pretty dope.
Man,
That
fuck
nigga
all
is-
that.
He's
He's a little washed.
He's
he's a
in and
little
out. He
washed,
pop
bro.
out of nowhere
He
with
can
some
still,
shit.
he got it. He still got it. I see it.
I think I want to bring something into premonition. They don't know I'm about to say this, but I think I would love to see the formalities at South by Southwest.
Oh, I put in the application already.
Look.
Not for nothing.
We just weighing out.
I'm
We
going
just
to
weighing.
pay because I support the music that much for my early pass
Yeah.
in about a week. And
How
I'm
much
shooting
for
it.
the
I
order-
probably can
how
get
much
there for
early
free.
pass?
Right now, there's $650.
Yeah.
There's $650. I think they might have been on sale for $450, but I just kind of missed the wave.
Yeah. I'm waiting. I got 10 days. So in 10 days, if they give me the okay, yeah, we got press passes, all that good jazz,
Right.
then we there.
Right.
It's over.
Oh, you putting the app for press passes?
We gonna get
Dog.
press passes, bro.
And y'all need to do this right in the street. I'm going to be out there showing love, making sure people show up.
Where's what's up? Where's this out of
Austin,
Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, and I couldn't get. I couldn't.
The food is awesome. The
I was
people
trying to
are
do an
awesome.
event.
Going to Texas?
Oh, you guys,
It's
you
mad
guys
time,
are-
bro.
Yeah, that's my lady.
That's great. Leave her home.
She'll be there. If I leave,
I'm
she'll
totally
meet me
joking and
there.
half serious at the same time. I'm totally joking.
We supposed to have a party. We were supposed to have like an event soon, but I lost. They skipped the date on me. So we gonna just do it next year. Definitely, for sure.
We
It's
just
gonna be
doing
bigger and
regular-
better.
We could do
Not
this
regular.
here.
We
in
can
your
still do the
backyard.
paintball and all that too.
I mean, we could do a little chill
Well,
thing.
we already went paintballing. You was in Mexico.
LenAyeee, you missed everything.
Nah, not Clemson. He didn't.
Nah,
he didn't
we
come.
could go.
He was short, but
So we could do the
Yeah.
paintball.
me and SB went, but we're going to high velocity.
Okay.
That's high
up-
velocity.
That's
the spot.
the real paint. We
Yeah.
went to rubber pellets and it went
Oh.
down. Knee
Yeah.
burns.
Guess what? I'm not doing violence. We should go to like Mount Kisco to the go-karts. That's my thing.
Yeah.
I'll do some racing in a go-kart.
All right. So we got some events coming up. We'll try to set some shit up.
Yeah.
So all right, it's D4Malley's, D4Malley's.com. I'm Clemps.
This is LenAyeee.
It's your
It's
boy
good.
Cram.
And special guest Pete. Sorry for yelling all day today, but hopefully you guys engage in the debate.
I came in on hot off the the grill, the skillet.
That's good. Cram for
Word.
Fox News.
Nah, fuck Fox. Not put me on no Fox. Republican
Ah,
ass shit.
crazy.
Democrat.
All right, let's get out of here. Music, podcast.
Culture.